Okay, I believe this is the same make and model, or at least very similar to what you've got installed in your window as well too, the LG dual inverter. So first thing we're going to do, and I think we can do this without actually having to take the entire unit out of the window, which is great. So the first thing to do is just fold the front thing forward there. If you lift it up, you'll see that it comes right out. It goes right into that little notch right there on both sides, and so you can just remove the front panel, take that off. What I'm going to do is I'll show you that, even that's got like some obviously dust, and that needs to be cleaned on there, but that's just a little bit. How this works is it brings the air from the bottom of that vent through this filter, which on mine looks very clean. Actually, the filter, you can just pull it straight out. There's really no big stuff on the filter there, but if there is, you can clean that as well too. We don't actually use the air conditioner too much, only when it gets really bad. So once the air gets pulled up, and then it goes through this, and then it gets blown out from the front. So these coils and condensers are really what's going to be causing the buildup of the mildew, not the ones on the outside. Those don't get it. That air doesn't come back in. It's going to be the one in the front here. So with that said, you can remove this entire front faceplate. So the trick to getting this off is actually starting at the bottom. You kind of pull out, you push it out this way, and then pull it out on both corners, and then it comes out like this. So then the top simply comes off. Just be a little careful there. And then you have the electrical connection here, which can just be, let's see. Again, it's kind of hard to do with one hand, but I'm going to see if I can get the electrical connection disconnected. And you'll notice that, look at that. So much buildup on the backside of this one. That's definitely like mold and dust and grime. So that'll get clean too. But let me disconnect the electrical, and then we'll get to the next step. Okay, it turns out this plug was just very simple. It literally just pulled straight out, and I was able to move the front thing forward there. Just to confirm that I was right, the way this AC works, it's completely isolated on the inside and the outside. To confirm that, I actually took the two small screws that are on either side here off. And once you have the front panel off, and you take these screws out, the entire unit comes out. But again, there's no reason to have to do that, because any smell you're getting or odor of mold or mildew is going to be coming from this condensing unit here. So really have to take, in order to get this part cleaned, you really do have to take it off, because most of it is behind there. So this was the before, and this is the after for this part. And I simply just used a generic cleaner with some paper towels, and this stuff came off like black. So as far as getting this taken care of, and even getting a little bit of the stuff off of the the padding and foam installation in there, you can just use a generic cleaner on that. So now I'm going to do the other side, but that's just it just shows you the difference that we're dealing with. Just be super careful. There's like really fragile little pieces here. So when you move these back and forth, just be sure not to break any of them off. To finish cleaning it, you can rotate the thing up and down like it's meant to, and then also get it from the front as well too. So a little bit to get underneath there from the front, and then the rest, most of it from the back. Now, this piece is completely cleaned inside out, upside down. I did the same thing for the visible interior parts of this. And the fan is running right now. I'll show you what I did there in a second. I wiped down all of these surfaces with just, again, paper towels. Let me look how gross that is. Paper towels and regular old multi-purpose cleaner. I cleaned the cord that's inside here as well too. There's still a little bit of dust left there, but I cleaned all that up. The last step is to do this piece of it. And just with the fan running right now, you should be able to, again, smell that kind of, as you mentioned, like the musty kind of odor sort of thing. So the trick here is get something over here to prop this up. You don't want to have this dangling by the plug here. You want this supported. So I just used a chair that's over here. But then you can go ahead and turn it on and put it in the fan mode. And what that's doing is it's sucking air through this, and it's blowing it quite heavily out the top area, which is what it does when it's cooling as well too. So there's 2 pieces and that you'll need for cleaning the rest of this, and that'll be the next one. Okay, the final step is preparing to clean the condensers. So you just get a generic sprayer like this. There's 3 things you can use. We have this handy. We also have bleach. So the 3 things are white, distilled white vinegar, undiluted, bleach, diluted 1 to 10 is what it said, and hydrogen peroxide undiluted. So if you have a bottle of hydrogen peroxide. So we have vinegar. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of this in. Fortunately, ours does not really have any odor right now, so I'm just doing this more of like preventive maintenance in case there's any in there. I think mostly what we have is a lot of dust buildup in ours right now. And then have this at the ready too. You can get these at any you can order them online or whatever. This is like high powered. It's like for cleaning like computer parts, but it's super high pressure compressed air. I won't be using this today. Don't need to, but if running the fan isn't enough, you can get one of these things as well too. And finally, the brush. I brought these both out to highlight the fact that it has to be a soft bristle, otherwise a bristle brush. Otherwise, it's going to destroy the coils. So this is the one I use for auto detailing, and I just want to go in here and you can see how soft it is. It's even softer than like a toothbrush. So that's what you're looking for. This is what we do not want to use because this will destroy the stuff. This is a hard bristle brush. You can see that there, like for like hardcore like scrubbing and stuff. So I'm putting that one aside. Nope. This one, absolutely. And you could even use a soft toothbrush, but that's just so tiny that it would take a long time to do. So anyway, I got a little bit of vinegar in there. We'll go ahead and do that. Get the top on here. All right, let me get the top on and then we'll move over there. Okay, last step. So just bear in mind that if your face is like right here, this stuff's gonna be blowing right back out at you. So maybe, stand off to the side a little bit. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna gently, first I'm gonna just do it with the brush and not use anything, just to see if I can free up some of the dust that's in there right now. And again, I'm expecting to have have dust blown at me here. So if I just do a little bit of this, again, these are very, very soft bristles. You see how they're not bending or affecting the these pieces of metal in here are incredibly thin. It's like a mini radiator on your car, and a thick bristle brush would just bend them right the heck up. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and I put it in mist mode. I'm just going to go ahead and spray this in. The fan is actually going to pull it through these condensers. So if there is any mold, any mildew in there, it's going to kill it as it goes through. This may require a few times through, so I can smell it. It's obviously blowing right out at me. I can absolutely smell the vinegar in there. Go ahead and do that. And then again, this brush doesn't go in very far. It's mostly for surface dust. Most of what's going to be killing the mold or mildew is going to be the solution itself too. So give that a try. Wet it down. You can repeat a few times. And again, you'll be smelling vinegar or bleach or whatever you choose to use. Then let it run until it's dry. Don't put it back together. Repeat it until it's good. Until it's no longer smelling like mildew coming out there. Oh, jeez! I just got a vinegar right in the face. So you can do it until it just smells like plain fresh air again. Step is just to put it all back together. Once you're good with the cleaning of it, just put this thing straight, get everything lined up. And again, I'm going to do this one-handed here. The top goes on first. It's quite a perfect fit on here. So I'm going to get in here real quick. Top goes on, lines exactly up there. And you gotta watch the cord on the side, right? That's gotta go out the bottom. So gently move the cord down there. Set the phone down a second. And then the bottom pieces, I did the other side, the bottom pieces snap in, just like that. So now this is totally secure. Just get the other pieces that are left. These two. And then just reassemble it the way it came out. So this guy goes in. I remember the handle is off to the left a little bit, so this just goes up, and kind of gotta bend it, up like that, and then stick it in place, and it lies flush there. And then finally, put tabs in here, and it'll slide down, and then just done. Okay, should be back in business. One last thought. I realized that I didn't have this correctly put in because I was trying to film and do it at the same time. Make sure when you're installing the front panel that this little thing here is doing there. When it pulls out, it brings air from the outside in, and when it's pushed in, it keeps the air recirculating inside the apartment. Definitely keep that pushed in. You don't want to bring Broadway air in if you don't have to. And the power cable goes out this little hole here. That'll make it slide on there. And yeah, that should be it. And I'm still running it on the fan just to circulate it out. And yeah, it smells fresh now.